There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about none other than false idols. That's right, false idols. We don't know who really has money or who doesn't. And it's interesting because this topic didn't even really, of course, we hear about, fake gurus and things like that. But one day, here recently, I was talking about I follow my quote unquote money rules or whatever, and a guy posted this long comment, this long comment, and he was saying that he hates when guys like me make these videos and we don't talk about 401k plans, and he bet that I don't have at least a $500,000 valuation, this and that, and what was interesting in his statements or whatever, because he was talking about, he was saying like, posting pictures, videos or pictures with houses and cars, and how like most of us guys on these platforms don't have anything for real. And at first I was like, what? Like, it was more, I want to say it was insulting in a way, but it was almost funny because he doesn't know me, right? He doesn't know anything about me. He doesn't know anything, right? And it's just some guy on the internet, and I'm comfortable enough on the internet where I'm not really too worried about what people are saying on the internet about people or whatever. It's you don't know what anybody's real life is, and that's when it dawned on me that nobody knows. We don't know. We don't know who has money. We don't know who's straight. We don't know. And even though it was directed towards me, I know me. Right. So that wasn't the problem. And even the things he was saying like, I don't tell people about 401ks and how to invest. And because he had a problem with me saying using debt to buy assets, get a mortgage. I think that's a great way to build start your investing if that's what you have to do. I definitely personally would avoid paying cash for a house unless it's like a cheap house that I can buy and then fix up and then sell for a profit or something like that. I definitely would be trying to use other people's money, OPM, hard money, whatever, whatever I can use. I definitely would rather use that. But that's my opinion. You don't have to follow that. And, there are multiple ways. But if it was me, that's the way I would do it. I'm not trying to force anybody into doing anything. And I tell people about 401k plans and how you can become a millionaire with index funds and 401k plans. And maybe we should start some minority-owned hedge funds and things like that. I talk about all of those things, but this guy was saying that I wasn't talking, which only let me know he doesn't really watch my channel, right? He just probably saw a video and probably didn't do a lot of research or watch all of my videos or any of my other videos, because I do have quite a bit. But it was just interesting because I don't know where he was coming from. I guess maybe he got messed over by some false idols, or I don't know. But it intrigued me just in the fact that he may have a point, that there are a lot of people who can just get on here and say whatever they want to say. And how do we get any proof, right? Like, we don't really have any proof. And I primarily watch most of this stuff for entertainment purposes, right? Yes, I know people do all kind of stuff. I came from the music side of the world, so I'm used to seeing people get cars in videos and get in front of mansions and stuff like that and like stunt. And I understand it's entertainment. And then, I guess if you have somebody coming on here and saying, I just bought this and they didn't really buy it, and I guess that's different, right? And so you got this guy named Mr. Organic, right? And quite honestly, I was watching his videos more so from an influencer standpoint. I thought he was just an influencer. I didn't know he was like a wealth coach or something like that. I don't know, even now, I don't know if he's supposed to be some kind of wealth coach or something like that. I just thought he was some guy who was an influencer. He was trying to influence people to buy things or do things or whatever. I only watched a couple of his videos more so just because they were paid advertisements. They popped up. And I watched it, right? And I was like, oh, this is entertaining at least because he's showing a rich lifestyle or whatever. Thought it was interesting. Never put more into it than that. Never said, you know what? I'm going to follow the system that this guy used to get wealthy. That wasn't something that dawned on me. I just watched it from a entertainment perspective, right? And I guess he went on a show. He said that he owns some house. He was telling this girl he was arguing with on the radio station or some kind of interview or whatever, podcast or whatever, that he owns some mansion I think in California or whatever. And so the girl's like, well, I want to see that deed. I doubt that you own it. I doubt that you own. And he was like, I got the deed. I think he said, I got the deed or whatever. So, but then when people went on the internet, they found out that was a rental, maybe even an Airbnb that you can rent long term or something like that. But they found out that it was like a rental. Now, I don't know if he bought it or if he rented it. I don't know. I'm just telling you what people went on and did research and they were like, yo, he's lying, right? And so that was that. I don't know much else as far as that goes. And yes, I can see how people might feel misled because that might look a certain way. But like I said, I come from originally the music side, and I've seen people do some of everything. Like, I've heard all kind of rap lyrics where somebody say, he just got the new whatever, and I know this guy stay with his mom. I know he don't have that. He don't have that mansion or that Ferrari outside. He's riding with me. But I understand this is entertainment. Nothing more, nothing less. Maybe he's speaking into existence. I don't know. I get it. People don't like liars. Now, it becomes an issue when you start leading people to a path that, one, it's a blatant lie. Like, it's just a blatant lie. You never put in an offer on this house, even, like, you're not even speaking to it from that standpoint. You're not even speaking to it like made an offer on this house, or I want a house just like this one day, or I'm going to rent this house for the weekend, or I'm going to rent this house for the next 6 months, and this is how much it costs. Because personally, I thought it was impressive the amount of money that he's even paying to rent the house. Still a lot of money, personally. Yeah. I don't think that if he is renting the house that he needed to lie and say, I own the deed of this multi-million-dollar home. I think it's fine just saying, yo, I'm living in this multi-million-dollar estate and I'm paying this much per month to be here. You still got to generate a lot of money to be there. So, I digress. But there are a lot of people on the internet and we have no idea how they're living, right? I could literally say I got 7 houses. I only have 2. Well, a couple more. But I have 2 that are directly in my name that I purchased, that I went to closing on, and I could say I have a Lamborghini and a Porsche and a Ferrari. I only have a Porsche, and I also have a 300. And I got a Pontiac Fiero, but it's in the shop kind of. But yeah, I don't have a Lamborghini and a Ferrari and a Porsche. I do have a Porsche, and it's not leased. which is not like a bad thing if you lease a Porsche, you still got a Porsche, right? It's not a bad thing if you lease your car, you still got the car, right? Even though you're gonna have to return it, it's just bad when you start talking about whether or not people consider that you purchasing assets or something. But is it an asset or a liability if it doesn't pay you? If it's not paying you and you're just paying on it per month, it's probably a liability. So just because you have an old school box Chevy or a Ferrari, whatever your situation is, I don't really care personally. Personally, I don't care what your situation is. I don't care. It's just what my situation is. If you like my situation, like I like my situation, then cool, right? All I'm doing is showing that I live the life that I talk about. I actually live better than I talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just surprised that, yes, when the guy said that and came at me saying this, and this, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Because first of all, I will have millions in my 401k plan. I will, right? I already know. I'm already on this path. You see what I'm saying? But that's still not all of your assets, right? That is still just a part of your setup. You still want to have real estate in your portfolio. You still want to have, your 401k plan is already stocks and stuff like that. But I still have an index fund. I still want that to be its own thing. I still have some cryptocurrency. I even got my own cryptocurrency called Coin. It's on the Algorand network. Anyway, that ain't the point. The point is that even with me, and there's no. I tell you guys how much I paid. $233,000 for this house, right? I bought it. I built it from the ground in 2016. There's no faking this. Yes, you can fake it, right? But I have video from where I went to closing. It's on this channel. I was dressed as Dracula because it was Halloween and I didn't know I was going to close that day. And I was at my company Halloween party and I'm dressed as Dracula. I'm talking about with the ruffles and everything. I got to record it. It's on this channel. It's embarrassing. Okay. But I went to closing, got the keys, came in. Look, the back of the house, D.R. Horton Homes, they don't put blinds up in the back of the house, okay? So the whole back of the house is black. It was like I was one of the first houses in the neighborhood. Whole back of the house was dark and scary and all of that. But yes, could I lie about it? Yes. Do some people think that it's a reason they should lie about it? Possibly. Do I feel like I should lie about it? No. Am I pretty transparent with almost everything? Yeah. But that doesn't mean that it's true because like I said, I could say, yo, I just picked up a Lambo and I could show you a Lambo at a dealership, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I even bought it. I can even rent a Lamborghini and say, I'm going to drive it every now and then and just never drive it one time and put it on this channel. And that's that, or Instagram. And that's what people do. I get it, right? That ain't really my thing. And I don't really care if they do that or not. Personally, I don't care. I don't care. I was watching a lot of the gamblers in Vegas. What's called Las Vegas Dave. He has a pretty interesting documentary out right now. I guess he's trying to prove he's legit by showing all his demons and all of the dark areas of his life and everything. And so, I don't know if these people really live like how they're saying. I don't know. Do I even care? No. I'm looking for practicality. I'm not looking for a get rich quick type situation like a overnight thing. No. I'm looking for what makes sense. Just because it's flashy, there are people who got money who are definitely not flashy, right? And so it's either or. That doesn't mean that because a person is flashy, they don't have money. They can still have money and be flashy. Or they can be flashy and not have money. I don't know. I don't actually know how much money Floyd Mayweather actually has. I know what people say he should have. I haven't gone through his account. I don't know how bad his spending habits are. I don't know who's in his pockets and stuff like who knows, right? Who knows? Is it, you know? So just do what makes sense to you. If you're going to follow these idols or these influencers, if you are going to be influenced by the influencers, just know that they may not be who they say they are, which is true. So I was kind of like a little surprised. And we start talking about what my net worth is. I'm like, bro, you don't even know me. Like, to be talking about, who are you? You don't know anything about me. You don't know anything about, like, somebody can have family estate stuff. They can have somebody could have passed on who they weren't even related to and left them things. You don't know anything about this person. Somebody could be making $30,000 a year and be a multimillionaire in the bank because of a family situation. You don't know what their situation is. You have no idea. But people on here in my inbox or on my comment section talking about my net worth. You know nothing about me. I have an annuity worth $600,000. You know nothing about me, okay? You know nothing about me. You don't know what you're talking about, all right? Thank you. And that's just what, you don't know anything about me, all right? So this is crazy, all right? Just, if you folks don't get out of here worry about what other people got, worry about what you got, okay? Okay, that's what we need to do. We need to worry about what you got, all right? Like, I'm not on your Instagram trying to see if you really pop that Ace of Spade bottle that you stunned with in the VIP section. I don't know who bought that bottle. I don't know. You could just be the cousin or the person who bought. I don't know. Who cares? I don't care. Why are we putting so much energy into these idols, and we have no idea? Okay, we have no idea. There's a couple people who I know got bread. And I know people who got, let's say, 10 times the money I got, and they still don't live better than me. They just ain't got the sauce. You know what I'm saying? They don't necessarily live better. They might be in a smaller, more cramped house and be like, dang, why I got this small house? I would love to be in a house like yours. And they got the money to buy it, but they won't, because society has them so programmed to not buy big houses or spend more money when they can afford it. You know, I know people driving beat up cars for 20 years. When the car break down on them, you know, they have to call for help every now and then, and they got more than enough. They got more than enough, but they won't, because society has them programmed to not spend money. And then I know somebody who got fired yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but, you know, is unemployed and just came home with a new car. It's like, how? Who let you do this? Whose idea was this? Well, I might be able to make money with the car. You know, I might be able to deliver stuff or something. You know, I just know people who do different things, right? And you see them with a new car, you're going to think, oh, they must be straight. And then you see the person with the busted, you know, Volkswagen Jetta rolling down the street, you know, giving a thumbs up because they broke down. That person might have like 500,000 cash sending. You don't know. What are we doing? What's everybody worried about other people's money? All right, I don't care. All right, y'all can fake it. Now, I do think that you should do the right thing. Like, I think you should be kind of transparent, like where this money is coming from, okay? Do you have any money? You can say it. It's okay. Yo, I just lost everything. Watch how quick I come up. You can say that, you know? Hopefully you never have to say that, but you can say that. There's nothing wrong with that. I come from the gutter. I came from nothing. For real. When I started this channel, I was just restarting my life. So you can watch me go through I got my graduation on this channel. What? Like, I'm explaining, I just finished my degree, hadn't gone to graduation yet. Like, I'm going through these steps before I even got offered a position when I was just still in school, because I got offered a position while I was still in school. So while I'm still in school, transitioning out of the military, I was just doing videos, going to Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? I had no job, you know? I was living off a VA check, staying with my brother. This is facts. This is no cap in my rap. I am from Frenchtown area. I went to Godby High School. You can ask people who graduated around 2003, which is my graduation year, about me, and they will tell you I was a thug doing the most, okay? I was doing the most. Okay? I was a known person in Tallahassee, Florida. You can ask people who know anything about Godby High School, Leon High School, they will tell you about me, okay? There's no cap in my rap. I was catching Frenchtown 13 bus. If anybody from Tallahassee, they'll know Frenchtown 13. They'll know it. I'm from the north side, right? Born in South Georgia, grew up in Tallahassee. They'll know I went to Griffin Middle School. It is no cap in my rap. I caught the bus in Basin Street Project. It is no cap, okay? Okay, I have no reason. I guess, you know what, if I lie, I would have a reason if I wanted to grow maybe faster or attract more people to, to the channel through lies or something. But I have no reason, but I understand it. And he was right. There's no way to really know. He was insulting me, true enough, but there's no way to really know what somebody's valuation is or net worth. Even Forbes is guessing. They don't know. They're guessing. I don't know what metric they're using. Like I'm sure they can't pull people's tax records to put on a website to just prove that they know how much somebody's making. They're guessing. They're analyzing contracts, but they can't see everything. They can't see what's hitting somebody's cash app, I'm sure. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, man. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at symbol KINGCASINO and the number 1. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we are out this thing. Yay. Hey, yo, what's going on? Right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me and
her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live, wanna rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
You say you want to be successful. Well, what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.